get out and dig some dirt.
You ever hear of a geezer called Tommy Thornton? If you want some, come on, let's go right now!
I didn't realise there'd be so much violence.
It's not holiday on ice, that's for sure.
Did you know that your husband is pressuring Duchesne into throwing games?
Everything right in on this one result, eh?
Now he knows where we are. He'll be back.
He doesn't know where I am.
It's All in the Game for Spender. Tuesday, 9:30 on 1.
Film buffs have a feast in store as memories of movies past are evoked when a masked killer is at large on the backlot of MGM Studios. The constellation of stars of yesteryear cast their glittering light over the Phantom of Hollywood. The photographer, the car hire firm, everyone except the shop she was buying the dress from, Pro Nuptia. Well, it cost about £230, so she went in and explained and said, "Please, can I have my money back?" And they said, "No, dear, sorry and all that, we don't do refunds. We can give you a credit note." She said, "What do you mean? My heart's broken. What makes you think I'll ever need another wedding dress?"
What's more, she'll have to put her skates on. The credit note is only valid for 6 months.
But in this case, he soften up. He did agree Claire could have half her money back, £100. But that credit note was a classic service with a spit.
Well, the best story that I've heard about a wedding also happened this summer. The bride was picking the music for the service, and instead of the entry of the Queen of Sheba or da 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 da, she decided she'd like that wonderful song that Bryan Adams had such a hit with. "Everything I do for you," you know, from the film Robin Hood. And she said to the organist, "Can I have the theme from Robin Hood?" He said, "Certainly, my dear." So the day came, the church was packed, she arrived, they all stood up, she glided down the aisle while the organist played Robin Hood, Robin Hood.
Well, now we have another exciting musical moment because it's the world launch of a brand new Tom Jones record, arranged and produced by Dave Stewart, and we all hope it's going to be a hit because Tom and Dave and everyone associated with the record have given their services free. The money is going to help Childline.
And the record is the Beatles' hit All You Need Is Love. And we can reveal tonight that all the writing royalties will go to Childline too, because Yoko Ono, Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson have all given their permission.
You've probably read that Childline's finances have been hit very hard by the recession. Obviously, if the record succeeds, it will make a huge difference to their work. The video will be on sale in Woolworths from Monday with a documentary showing how it was made. Once again, all profits to Childline.
The That's Life team gave their services to help make the video. And the whole thing happened in a studio near London Airport on a very rainy, windy day in December.
You've all got bright colours, great. When you go in, as Lisa said, be really quiet. We're going to move you to one side of the set where you must take your shoes off. We use a white floor and it gets really dirty really quickly. So we mustn't have any of your shoes on the white floor. So as soon as you come in, take your shoes off, be told where to put them, and then do exactly what Bill, who is the first assistant director, tells you. Steve, bending over. Yeah, that's better.
Why did you say yes to it as an idea?
Well, I think that it's a great cause, of course. You know, I mean, it's something that...
Pictures and title deeds, but no sign of Pepe or our viewers' money. The evening we were there, a group of Pepe's victims had a meeting with a lawyer to try and work out some way of getting justice. It was hopeless.
No, he said he just estimated the figure.
But Pepe Escriva is an absolute rogue through and through. He owes so much money everywhere, and he ought to be in jail.
Well, it seems no government department in Britain seems at all interested in this story. In fact, the only person we could find who does care about this terrible rip-off is Edward Macmillan Scott. He's an MEP. He told us...
I've had hundreds of complaints like this. I've met the Spanish fraud squad, government representatives. I've told them my view that no self-respecting country should allow this sort of thing to happen. I want to know why, in the last 7 years that I've been looking at these cases, the Spanish government hasn't taken out a single prosecution against these fraudulent builders. I want to see a Brussels directive laying down the proper terms and conditions of contracts when people buy property abroad.
And he confirmed our viewers' experience that consulting a lawyer or even a raft of lawyers may not protect you. So sadly, our advice at the moment has to be, don't buy property in Spain. Not even if it looks as tempting as this.
And all of these are the plans and pictures I found lying around in Pepe's deserted office.
And this is a Christmas card to Pepe from their British agent Holmes and the Sun, and it's got a nice picture of the Kremlin in winter.
Which looks considerably more comfortable than Pepe's villas in Spain. At least the Kremlin's got a roof on it. Do tell us if you have suffered like this, because we will continue to put pressure on the British government to get the law changed. Howard?
Well, me? I'm going to Greece myself this year. I don't mean I'm going to grease myself. Last time I did that, I slipped up. No, I'm going to the Greek islands like Mr. and Mrs. Worth. Now, Bill took a picture of Dorothy there, lovely hat Dorothy, and she was waiting for a local taxi. Yes. Well, speaking of driving, Ellen Griffith from Chester saw a driving school advertised in her local paper. Lessons can be tailored to suit individual needs from 1 hour to intensive courses. Well, it's safer than sitting about like the gentleman that Mr. Tompkinson from Wembley saw dangerously close to the sign that says, beware of piles.
Wonderful news for you since last week. You remember we showed you the Tom Jones record he made with Dave Stewart for Childline, All You Need Is Love. Well, it's already in the top 20. It's number 16. Williams have run out of the video, but they are restocking, so don't worry about it. I don't think we've ever mentioned, speaking of news, that Gavin comes from a pig farming background.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Pigs are highly intelligent and extremely clean.
Good. So what?
Anyway, it's only on my wife's side, but it's true, farming is in the family, but one of the most talented farmers I've ever met is called Anna Kingsley. She lives in Luffenhall in Hertfordshire, and I went to see her there because not only is she a brilliant farmer, but Anna is also just 5 years old.
Woohoo! You can have your keys down.
Hello, Anna. How are you?
Hello.
You ready to have a show?
Yes.
Good. Why aren't you to school today?
I'm on holiday.
Oh, are you? Hold up. There you are, Anna. We'll put a new one on there, shall we? Will you give me the pencils and Anna, please? Thank you. Thank you. Now the rose. The one with the red handle.
She'll be up at 5:30 if we have to be up at 5:30. And after your breakfast, she'll come round the farm and literally whatever we're doing, she joins in and takes over.
Come on, Jack.
She's learnt how to respect animals, and they respect her, really. In fact, I think they quite like her.
Is she a real help?
Yes, a real help.
Well, I tell you what, would you take me around your farm and show me what you do and how you spend your day?
Yes.
And then if I'm very good, would you teach me a little bit how to do it? You show me what we're going to do.
Well, we're going to get the geese into their home so they can have some food.
All right.
Do now?
Feed the sheep.
Are they very greedy?
Yes, Maggie and Jackie are.
What are you saying then? What do you have to say to get them to come down?
Come on in.
Come on in! Come on... Yeah, blimey. Now what do I do? Cool, blimey, they don't give me much room, do they? Did all they did. Now, what's the matter with Ellen?
She nearly fell on.
What do we do about that?
Just take her in.
And shall I bring the crook and
Ellie?
the buckets? Come
Not
on, then.
now. Move up. Come on, Ellie. Don't be naughty. Lamb is falling asleep.
You were brilliant, Anna. Really, really good. Even Gavin wasn't bad at the mucking out, was he?
No.
Quite good. Learning. What you got there?
Some eggs and a horseshoe and a book.
And what are they for?
For you.
Thank you very much indeed. And the horseshoe is just my size. Really kind. Thank you. Will you say good night for us?
Good night.
Good night. Join us next week. Till then, from us all.
Monday at 8, and the mob from the manor face a challenge with hot tips from the captain.
Is that good?
No.
2 60.
Round 2, punch drunk at 8:30. Bullseye.
Get a thumb ready.
1 in the eye, 2 on the telly. Monday on BBC One.
BBC Two's Moving Pictures double bill is just starting with Milou in May, Louis Malle's poignant country house French farce set in 1968 at a time of protest demonstrations and strikes. The talents of film director Francis Ford Coppola are spotlighted here on BBC One at 11:15 tonight, when he can be seen in conversation and on the set of his new film Dracula. Before that, the best of the day's Premier League football action in Match of the Day.